Hey playa, do you ever get anxious about the potential idea that you may never find someone to accept you for who you are? Well, that's the point that Ultra Tribes was bringing up when he said in one of my videos, to be honest, none of this is worth thinking about. All it does is create anxiety. Everyone wants someone to accept and want them, but that's an unrealistic goal to have in life. Is it unrealistic? Is it unrealistic to want someone to care about you just as much as you care about them? We're going to tackle that question right after this.
This is the Josh Speaks. You're watching the Josh Speak.
For those of you that are new here, my name is Josh, and every single Monday through Friday, I make videos sharing tips, ideas, and stories teaching you how to be your best self. Now look, one of the things that we all have in common as people is that we want the ability to love others, and we want to know that others can love us too. And one thing I think that Ultra Tribes brings up that I would totally agree with is the idea that you can't make other people care about you. When it comes to love, and I mean both the romantic kind and the kind you'd have for your family and friends, there's unconditional love and conditional love, and both can be kind of tricky. When you love someone conditionally, you love them because they meet your expectations, they do things right, and they don't disappoint you. And when you think about it, it sounds like it's okay, but what happens when that person falls short of your expectations? Do you still love them? Sadly, for a lot of children out there, they may feel conditional love from their parents. They may think that if they fail a test or they do something wrong, their parents will stop loving them. And in some cases, the parents showcase that behavior. Let's set aside the idea of a person not working hard enough or just being lazy. What I'm talking about is a normal person just making a normal human error. When you carry conditional love for someone, you're not allowing yourself to accept that person for who they are, the good with the bad, the ugly with the beautiful. And at times, when we're in an environment where we're only receiving conditional love from the people around us, our family, our friends, even our crushes, it makes it more likely that we're going to hold conditional love for other people too. So what ends up happening is the person starts to see it like this. Well, my parents don't accept me when I do something wrong and I fail to meet their expectations, so that's the way that I have to hold it for others. If I want someone to do something and they don't meet those expectations, I need to let them know why they're wrong. Well, that kind of sucks. We're just producing this setting where everyone has to be perfect performers. And the truth is, not everyone is. So why doesn't everyone just practice and perform unconditional love? That sounds better, right? First, let's really break down what unconditional love is and what it looks like. To unconditionally love someone is to accept them for who they are, the good with the bad, like we mentioned before. So how does that play out exactly? Well, let's use this example. Let's say you're in a class and you're really struggling to understand the material, so you end up failing your test, and because you end up failing your test, you start to end up cutting that class. When your parents find out that you're failing and you've been cutting class, their initial thought process might simply be that you're not working hard enough. And look, that might actually be what's happening, but to unconditionally love someone is to accept that here is a person in front of me, my child, my friend, my crush, and they're struggling with something. I have to recognize that they simply need the tools and the skills and the knowledge and the care from loving people around them to work through those issues on their own. Therefore, the love you showcase for that person comes from a place of wanting to help them rather than wanting to judge them. Trust me though, there are plenty of times where people are rightfully at fault for the things that they do. However, to unconditionally love them is to accept and understand that they are still a person who's struggling and who did something wrong and doesn't understand what they need to do to perform better. But to bring it back to Ultra Tribe's point, are you simply creating anxiety for yourself, waiting and hoping to find someone that's going to accept you for who you are? Maybe. Actually, I'm not really sure. I mean, all you have control over in this world is what you put out there. So I would recommend that you unconditionally love others. Be that person that you're hoping to find for yourself. Be that person for other people. Show them that it's okay to make mistakes, that you're willing to work with them. You're also going to be very strict when you need to be, but it all comes from a place of love and kindness. Some of us may have experienced unconditional love from the people around us growing up, while others experience conditional. Either way, all you have is who you are right now, and what you put forward in the world really is what matters most. So if you're waiting around for that perfect person to walk into your life, that person who's always going to get it, they're never going to judge you, they're always going to be understanding, and they're always going to be there by your side through thick and thin, don't keep waiting for them. Be that person for other people in your life. Carry forward the loving kindness you want to receive from others. I know it's not that easy because a lot of us have been conditioned to be jaded or negative or just doubtful of ever receiving it. But if you can create it in your own atmosphere, At least that's something you can do. What do you think though? Do you think it's unrealistic to wait for a perfect person to walk into your life to magically make things better? Leave your comments down below and we'll talk about it. I know this video might have hit a more personal nerve for some of you guys, so if you want to talk to me in private, you can always shoot me a DM over on Snapchat or Instagram. I do my best to answer as many messages as I can. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video to be helpful, hit the thumbs up button. And don't forget guys, the learning doesn't end here. Check out the videos I have over there on the side if you want to keep diving into this topic and really work towards being your best self. I'll catch you guys next time. As always, love and peace.